Hey everyone, I'm Josh from Pivitplex. I play first chair bass and second chair background vocals, third chair guitar. I don't even touch the drums.
My name's James. I play the drums.
I play the lead guitar in the band. I also play a little keyboard here and there.
I kind of do our graphic stuff. I'm a graphic designer, so I do a little bit of our web and things like that.
People refer to me as Sporty Spice.
Oh man, Scott. Scott started this thing. Scott, built it, If this was the Millennium Falcon Legos system, it costs $100, but it's awesome. But he got it and he put it together, okay? Without Scott, it would just be Legos everywhere. He built it.
Well, Scott is he's the vision guy. He's the guy who, I think he drives this boat.
You could even say he's the Han Solo.
No, because Han didn't build the Millennium Falcon.
Pivitplex started in about 1996. Scott was in college and he would go back to Clydehurst Christian Ranch, and every summer to work. His dad was the camp director there.
Spent every summer of my life there for 9 weeks. No TV, radio, just getting into trouble, riding four-wheelers too fast because I was bored, and I wanted to learn how to play guitar just so that I could lead worship up there and sing campfire songs and stuff.
And originally had the idea that if a song couldn't be played around a campfire with an acoustic guitar, it wasn't a good song.
Started writing songs seriously in college when I was a counselor up there. And so for the youth group, for the kids that were at camp, we decided to put together a fun show for their banquet on Friday. So that's kind of where it started. And we just had Eddie played guitar and we did Jesus Freak, and people were playing gut buckets and hitting pots and pans. And
I didn't work at the camp. I didn't join them until '99 when things started to take off and build a little bit more. We started doing our first real show about New Year's Eve of '99. We made a little EP and got picked to come out to Nashville to do a showcase. And then 2001, we made a full-length album. We released that, and all of a sudden, Air One picked it up, and various different markets, it started getting, climbing the charts pretty quickly, and we're like, whoa, what is this all about?
I went to college with Josh at Montana State University, go Bobcats, and we played in the worship band together, and that's sort of my connection to Pivitplex. And so when they had an opening for a position as the guitarist, Josh thought of me, and he called me. I hadn't talked to Josh for 2 years, and he called me out of the blue and asked me if I'd be interested in joining the band. I got off the phone and was like, well, that's nice, but I lived in Alabama, the guys were in Montana. About a year and a half ago or so, we got Joby and James, and that was really awesome. That's what we did. We kind of went up to Montana and tried out, auditioned, and really liked the guys. And
I play the drums. Would you like?
Well, all right, that's good. Hey,
okay.
Where's you?
Well, we're gearing up and getting ready to go. I think we leave tomorrow.
Getting ready to head out on We'll Play for Food tour. We did a We'll Play for Food tour as our very first official tour.
So where are we going?
We're doing a loop out to Portland and through
Down to the Bahamas.
Just doing 9 shows.
We go
Salt
Seattle,
Lake, Boise, Portland, Spokane.
with everything else on.
I mean, all this stuff isn't for. It doesn't. If we decide we want to change the order, we can do that. It's not a problem.
We did after a couple shows last tour because it was lame.
really give it
9 by 45.
I suggest, even though you guys know I love this song, I suggest take a vow if we have to drop one.
Why?
Because if we have to drop one, that's my suggestion. Because I don't want to drop Everything's Okay, I don't want to drop I don't want to drop Long Way Down, I don't want to drop Finest Drop, I don't want to drop Catch It because we need it because of the thing.
Right.
Rosetta Stone is another one from our album. I think I should I just don't know if we should play with shaking or not.
I'd like to at least try it at some point, even in sound check with the click, see what it sounds like.
Boy, it'll be funny because sometimes I say people leave shows and they go, you know what, they didn't even play the song I wanted them to because they have so many good songs.
It's true. They only got 40 minutes.
I remember being at a Tom Jones concert.
You went to the Tom Jones concert?
Really?
That would be awesome. I went to Neil Diamond. Dude, that guy played every single good song alive because he wrote all the good songs in history. One of the reasons why I'm in music is because of Neil Diamond. He, I don't know if you guys ever get a chance to go to a Neil Diamond show, but do it. Okay, that guy, I mean, he's like in his 60s, 70s, and he's still out there, you know? And I mean, if I'm anything that good when I'm half that old, which is, I'm not even going to be half as old as Neil Diamond for like years still. So, I mean, the guy, he's got it.
Can you guys come at like 9 so we can clean up the van? Or do you want to just come right now?
Come in.
Totally.
It's probably all my daughter's stuff, but...
Don't call me, do we still got to put in the new, did you get the Mega Power?
Yeah.
Nice.
He actually got it. 750 watt.
Where's the
1500
I didn't
watt
get the
peak.
1,000 ones. The 1,000 ones.
There wasn't any. I haven't seen any.
We've never seen.
We got the
Really?
biggest
I
one
thought
made.
there was that one that had the
Just see the,
Oh, well, this one's
yeah,
got
these were those. Yeah,
We're just gonna wire right past those bad boys.
Nice. Good job.
yeah.
Let's go so we can be home by 10 possibly.
That'd be my.
I forgot to put my clothes in the dryer. Now they're gonna stink like mildew.
James is sort of the goofball of the bunch. Really, you'd never know what he's going to come up with at any particular time.
You know what that means? No. I don't either. It's on the lens. I don't really know what it means. I think it's like a Decomar. Because I am not seeing it incorrectly. I don't know, say it again.
Well, we're gearing up to leave again tomorrow. This week has been crazy. The guy that's been arranging this whole tour, that's been our liaison with Food for the Hungry, called and said that their guy that was supposed to arrange the sound equipment basically didn't. So he needed somebody to fill it in quickly. So he called me to see if I had any connections, because I kind of, in the past, have been the band's sound man, you know, set everything up and make sure we have all our gear that we need. So I spent this week running around trying to get sound in place, sound and lighting, and it's been extremely stressful. I don't like dealing with stuff in, like, you know, last minute circumstances, but it's what we had to do so this tour could actually take off.
So we are trying to convince Food for the Hungry that if we play small towns in the Northwest, that we'll be able to get a lot of kids sponsored. And so we've invited some good friends of ours, a band called Grand Prize and a band called Jonah 33, and I've basically booked the whole tour. And it's been exhausting because it's hard for 3 bands at our level to even make enough money to sustain stuff on the road.
See that corner? Yeah, I built that yesterday.
Who shots at her burgers? Oh, Joby.
Okay, Friday, Salt Lakes, Saturday, Boise, so Sunday is our day off. But we're just leaving right now too. We only have 8 hours, so it's not too bad. All right, well, be safe. be safe, and I hope that your van makes it. Water pumping out of their van. They had to buy a $3 O-ring to keep them moving, but they had to stay all night in Tulsa, Oklahoma, so they have to drive all night to get to Salt Lake.
Oh, I'm James.
Hey, James. This is Joby.
Oh, Joby, hey, buddy.
I feed him every day.
Right. Oh, good. Good. What do you mean? That bag or? No, the bag was empty. It evaporated into the burning sky. What?
Joby and I are kind of tech geeks in a way. I'm almost embarrassed to say that, but one of the things that we as a band try not to live without is our entertainment when we're on the road, because in Montana, when we travel, it's like 16 hours to our next place. It's a pretty typical drive. So, you know, can you imagine just sitting there reading books for 16 hours? It just doesn't happen. So we devised a way of taking a television and Xbox on the road with us.
And we've got the TV. We took out a seat in our van so we could watch TV. It means some people can't come with us, but at least we can watch TV.
We thought we were pretty cool at the time because we Jimmy rigged a way to fit a 20-inch flat screen television in our van, so that was pretty cool. So most of the time we spend with our little thumbs and, you know, focused on the screen, but it's pretty cool.
Got a new one of these. It's bigger.
The night before we went out to Walmart, we grabbed up the biggest, baddest power inverter we could find on the shelf. And with Walmart's prices, it didn't gouge our wallets that bad. So we didn't have time to install it that night. So what we did is we planned ahead for what we needed, which was a couple of cables, a crimper, and I think that was it.
It's not good news, dude.
That is not good news.
Like, we're just pulling out and turn on the TV, because you gotta catch the news when you're leaving it early in the morning. See what the weather's gonna be like, see if there's anything on, you know, because we're in a band, we watch a lot of TV. So, turned it on and the TV was not working. We're like, no way, we can't go on tour without a television. So Joby and I jumped out of the van and we troubleshooting all the wiring and cables and...
What's the wire? Oh, yeah, we gotta fix the wiring.
There's something wrong?
We could do that while we get driving. One of us could sit up front and take that dash apart.
Like out here on the hood?
Huh? No, just in there.
Inside. Okay.
So,
Inside.
so we're totally...
We need to get more wires. We have all the wires.
We have all the wires we need. So there's like 6 feet of slack in there that we put on. But we don't have tools.
Well, what we did here is we brought some wires from the battery down to these banana plugs here for our inverter. And last trip we smelled a little hot electrical equipment. And, our inverter went out, so we just bought a new inverter. But it wasn't the inverter, it was the wires. So in here we've got to take this all off and fix that. Otherwise we won't have a TV or an Xbox.
Which we need.
Which we pretty much wouldn't even go on a trip if we didn't have that.
That's why we're, well, here.
That's right. That's why we do this.
This one right there. So we'll grab it. Oh, good gracious. There's definitely power there, guys.
This is gonna be sketchy, dude.
Yeah, you gotta be
There might be some sparks. So I'm gonna let you do it, electrical engineer.
You want me just to cut the wire?
Yeah, cut the wire, dude.
Really?
Yeah, cut it off those contacts.
Is that gonna hurt?
Yeah.
Right here.
That's positive?
But it's
Okay.
got juice to it.
That's fine, as long as it's not grounded out. And I've trimmed positive wires before. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the confidence.
Josh, if you hold it away from your body further, the shock will be less intense.
Less intense? Okay. There's that one trimmed.
Do we want to go to Denny's and then Scott, some of us can go in and the rest can work on this?
Hold that. Are they planning on stopping at Denny's to eat? It's not going to cause a fire. It's working. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we get a different power strip now because this has the right angle?
Well, we have enough things that we could probably just plug in right there for right now. We have another power strip in the back, I think.
I think it turned off for some reason. Did we blow that fuse?
We may have.
This door.
James is talking to his mom.
What?
I touched
But,
Elizabeth.
I think we cut that cord off, so.
Figured out that the contact right on the battery post, like that was soldered into or wired into where the battery terminal like distributes all of the power, was fried and it was breaking up. So we had to quickly run to Radio Shack, and I think we spent like $20 on just various junk that we needed to replace this thing, because you know we can't live without our entertainment.
Here's a 60 amp, but we have to rewire the whole thing.
3 30 amp fuses right in it.
3?
Yeah.
Wow.
And right now we had a smaller one.
The only thing to do is rewire it and maybe use this and put a 60 amp fuse in it.
Let's worry about it tomorrow. I think we can do it without it on the way down.
We have no TV on the way down? No Xbox? A bit of an idea this is.
We put the power inverter in. We fished the wires through the firewall in the van, hooked it up, and we got our TV and Xbox back on. And that made the trip so much smoother, I must say.
You guys form like Trump, but that's cool.
Yes!
Oh! Yeah! Where's Star Wars?
Star Wars I saw right over there.
Are we playing Star Wars yet?
Battlefront.
What's that big noise?
It's loud. It's loud. It's got a big fan.
Oh, great.
So that's why there's a fan.
Parents are calling.
I love these gloves. You can play golf in them. You can play Xbox in them.
Alright.
Do we have to turn it off now?
Awesome.
That's great. Good job, buddy. Man. Ah, man.
I need a snack. Go to the bathroom.
Gripes. Wendy's at. Dang it.
Hey, there's
Del
a
Taco right behind us.
There's a Del Taco
Del Taco?
right back there. It's Perkins.
Okay.
This is gas Phillip number 1.
That's the trouble with the Salt Lake contract. And he said, "Are you willing to help me lean on him when we get there?" Oh, pew! Oh, pew! Man, pew! Oh, it stinks the first time. I want to make sure these aren't dog nuggets.
Oh, that's really bad.
Keeper beefsteak nuggets. $6? I can't eat any of these.
Should all ride it.
Did somebody really buy that for $6?
Yeah, James did.
It was when we were on that stretch of highway that we didn't think we were going to have any food.
Extra tender.
I didn't want to, but I needed meat. But we stopped at KFC anyway later, so it was okay.
Beef nugget?
Are they any good?
They're okay. They get stuck in your teeth.
I'll try a beef nugget.
Yes. Why'd you finger all of them? I think
they're good. I can't tell. You know that after our guarantee, which is very small for Salt Lake, they're supposed to give us a percentage of what comes over that. And it's in the contract. But they say that they're not going to get $1,500 worth of people there. So they don't want to sign the contract, but that doesn't make sense. Because either way, it works either way, you know? I mean, if they don't care, then... Well, maybe we should watch Christmas Vacation right away, or should we play Battlefront? No! I forgot my... Dang it! What'd you forget? I got that pilot for you from Dan Ewald, and I've got... Dang!
Let's shoot people.
Kill somebody, and I forgot Arrested Development.
Let's kill troopers.
Well, we can turn around. Josh.
There's like, do you want a diet or do you want like...
Yeah, I'll start with the diet. Yeah, that one. Is that yours though?
It's ours, but you can have it.
Well, no. I don't want to have take yours.
No, it's okay because she said that she would have a straight up regular.
What? Yep.
Dude, your chin, come on.
I'm fat, my chin.
I don't, if you goof up, whatever, you just do what you want. Just kind of tell me I goofed up here, you know, and then we'll cut and paste wherever you need.
Yeah, okay. I'll just kind of do a bunch of them in a row and just keep it recording.
Sounds good.
And we're coming to town November 22nd, Monday. Not sure what I'm going to say. Hey, this is Scott with Pivitplex. We'll play for food tours coming to town with us, Jonah 33, and Pivot. Hey, this is Scott with Pivitplex, and we're coming Monday, November 22nd to Grace Bible Church on the We'll Play for Food Tour with Jonah 33 and Grand Prize. Hey, you're going to have a great night, and it's for all ages, so get your tickets quickly. We'll see you there. Here's our new song, Final Straw.
Burn!
It's taking the pain away.
This is Philip number 2.
Get a load of this, broadcast it. And this is the real thing. This is the real thing that you need to know. The security code, that's what everybody wants to know. Everybody now has the ability to rip off Joby. You're denied. Authorizing. Press credit or debit. I just let it go too long. Credit. It's credit. No, we don't want a car wash. Yes. Get fueling. Yes. This is a lot of fun. This is my favorite part of all.
We should be able to get there in 7 hours.
We're gonna get it to 39 because I passed it.
Go close that back door.
You know I will.
That's the best, Scott.
Can't get back in.
Drive like the wind blows.
I don't know how we're gonna have our kickoff dinner at the Mayan. This is gonna be closed by the time we get there.
We weren't doing anything.
No. Keeping our hands to ourselves.
My wife Elizabeth, I love having her along on the road with us. She is our organization station, and she makes sure we keep track of our receipts, and she does the merch and keeps track of the money that's flowing in, the money that's flowing out, and she generally just sort of keeps us in line while we're on tour.
Elizabeth apparently is a little camera shy.
You can just feel my face getting redder and redder.
I'm excited for when Scott gets his iPod all set because we'll go around and turn, but he won't turn. We'll be heading straight for a car. And then it's like, are you going to turn, Scott? And he has so far. He's turned. But he's got it settled now. He's got it settled. We're going to be okay.
It's just a really bad show. I know. It's just just a bad show for them to miss, you know? I mean, if they were going to miss any shows, it should miss a smaller town.
What we have here, folks, is a little bit of an instance, a little bit of an issue. You'll notice cars lined up about 3 miles that way. Hey, sir, got my hand dirty. Oh, I was telling them what was going on.
You want to race to the bottom and back?
Yes!
Go! You win!
My socks are gonna be wet!
Here!
And my shoes are gonna be muddy! Or just my socks wet. Ah!
That was a lot of momentum.
That was a lot of momentum. Dang it, my feet are wet! Okay, so far, we have walked about a mile or so from the Pivitplex van. We know that this roadblock has been going on for at least 2 hours. We also know that there was a shootout because some people stole some gas and the cops chased them and they got in a gunfight. That's a couple miles ahead of us. We also know that these flatbeds right here are full of about 60 million bees. So if we make too much noise, we're gonna have 60 million bees just all over us. That's the number that that truck driver told this truck driver over here. So I'm really nervous about waking up the bees because, well, let's face it, that's a lot of bees. So I'm just gonna keep going and I'm seeing what I can find out and just kind of walking around, killing time. That's all we got.
We were gonna play acoustic to a crowd of people who just sort of walked by and looked at us strangely, thinking, what are these morons doing? Playing this music in our cafeteria. I just wish they'd be quiet.
They're just eating their lunch and like, can we just get these guys to shut up kind of thing?
We'd end our songs and we'd actually catch part of the news on the TVs that were playing above us.